everybody, and welcome to this Monday's edition of the Rasio pop-up race. We are back in Poland for Krajewski's Babci. This is a 31-kilometer course, just over 200 meters of elevation, and we raced this a few weeks ago, and it was a big fast finish where we had Joy Shepherd's in third, Ned Byrne in second, and I managed to sneak through for the win. So here's the course. You can see it's got some good long straights, a couple of little twisty bits. The start of this is a little bit undulating, nothing too major, maximum of about 4%, and then as we get into the second half you can see we come up through the forest here, through the woods, a little bit more elevation change, up and down, very undulating in the second half. Maximum gradients of about 7.5%, so nothing too strenuous. You can stay in the pack, that will give you a lot of benefit, and you can see there a fairly straight finishing run to the line, a little bend, little right-hander just before the finish line there. So yeah, looking forward to this. Hopefully I can repeat the previous performance. That's what we're hoping for. Good number of sign-ups again this evening, some big names as always on this Monday evening. And we'll be just a couple minutes away from the start now. We've got Nick Greenall, Joyce Shepherd, Alex Plager, Ned Bowen, John Samu, Igor Kops, Robert Jenko, Rasmus Faudball. So yeah, a lot of Jan Deckers in here. Of course, Andrei Krajewski. So yeah, a lot of familiar names in tonight's event. About 1 minute 38 from the start then. Hi Antoine, riding on behalf of the French nation today. He's following in the YouTube chat, so if you're following on YouTube, then please say hello. And also we're live on Facebook on ZMS Livestream as well. And if you're on Facebook, then please do leave us a message and we will get that on the screen during the event, and I will try and answer any questions, respond to comments as they show up. So imagine this will be a fast start as always. Got 1 minute to go now. And you can see the gradient out of the start gate, just in the upper right hand corner there, pretty flat, maybe slightly downhill just initially. So we're going to have a pretty fast start, I imagine. 34 riders currently in the pen. Chance for a couple more just to sneak in before we get going. Just a nice little bit of chat to everyone before we see the flag drop and away we go. So a lot of gold rated riders in tonight's event. Just going to drive the pace up. So let's get going then. Let's get this turbo powered up. And we're off. There we go. Spoiler. Casual start, not too bad. A couple off the front, just pushing it hard. With everyone staying in that train, staying in the draft. Not having to go too deep off the start there. Group of 25 or so to this front group. To the Rasio Racing boys who have set up this series. See them in the black kit and orange helmets. Krajewski there off the front. We're in his neck of the woods today. We've also been to Jorgen van Beers' home country, Alex Plager's, and Joyce Shepherd's as well. So Krajewski there on the front, leading the way, showing us the route. He wants that coffee and cake from his grandma. He's going to get there first if he can and try and eat it all up. So today's course might mean that the Rasio boys aren't quite as able to dominate as they have been. They've got a lot of teamwork, 6 riders in the race. That gives them options. They can attack with a couple of riders, make everyone else chase. I've seen that happen more on the hillier routes where it's quite hard for the chase to get together, coordinate themselves, communicate amongst themselves. You end up riding as individuals. It's quite difficult when it's 4 or 5 individuals, or 3 or 4 of the team members. There's a few Danish riders here though. You can see them in the red kit with the D on the back. That is the team draft kit. It's been adopted by ECKD, the E-Cycling Club Denmark. They're very active. You see Robert Jenko here, Slovenian rider, getting off the front as Jan Decker comes across to try and join him. 2 strong riders there. Kasper Heidedam as well, another strong rider. So starting to see a little bit of separation in this group. Starting to break up a little bit. There's a few riders push over, get into this front group. Let me see them. Very strong out there. Let's come back together. The larger numbers of the pack just able to bring it back, come under the bridge. There you go, that shot. See how it's strung out. Strong pace at the front. Hi there everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Steady going again. See the pack is bunched back up. Not sure if anyone got dropped in those accelerations. Further down the field then, Bonifer, Danish rider Hoch and Faze, 2 Belgians there. So at the front we see another attack, this time between Heidedam, one of those Rasio riders, Alex Plager on the front, stretching it out. They've got a 40-metre lead over the chasing group. Don't look too concerned this time round. You can see on this aerial shot that bunch. But as I say that, you see a rider now making a move, jumping across. Jenko, got Greenall company, and now we start to see riders trying to bridge that gap. There's always a little bit of a calculation to be done. When do you make that move? Go too soon, and you're the one putting the work in to pull everyone else across. Go too late, and you might be able to put the work in because there's no one to follow. You see Keys and Colvig, Mitchell on the right hand side there, little group of 3. Their little chasing group, a bit behind this main peloton. The Eagle Cops went right through that front pair and off the front. So stretch it right out. Look at that look. Riders hanging off the back, 2s and 3s. No one's going with Cops just yet. Pace dies off again, and the group comes back together. Maybe 1 or 2 matches burnt there. A few riders just trying to sit in the bunch, keep their energy for the end of the race. Oh no, Cadiz a bit late trying to join, and the starter's flag had already dropped. Who's missed out on the action this evening. Hope you find a bit of a workout this evening, and don't forget next Monday at 7 PM BST, so 30 minutes later than tonight's race, we've got the start of the Giro d'Europa, a 5-day stage race featuring the real roads of RGT. We're going to be starting with Cap Formentor, and then the next day we are going to Deronda, Tempelhof Airport, Pienza, and then finishing on the Friday with Dirty Riva. That's 5 days in a row. There's 3 time slots each day, 6 AM BST, midday and 7 PM. So hopefully there's a time slot for everybody. All the time slots go towards the overall general classification. And we've got some draw prizes as well. It's a free raffle, complete any stage, and be entered into a prize draw for a mug and some LMNT electrolyte powder. And we've also got prizes if you complete all 5 stages as well. You'll be entered into another draw. So all the details for that are on rgtpb.com. The link is in the description of the YouTube video, so check that out. That starts a week today. It's going to be really good. I'm going to be racing every day. We're going to have a live broadcast of every 7 PM race. I think ODZ, Jason Flores and Jerry Dalport, they're going to be streaming the midday race as well, which is the early morning USA race. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of pain. I hope to see as many of you there as you can. Right, back to tonight's race then. Casper Heiderdam on the front once again, with Plager and Krajewski just behind him. And Nick Greenall as well. Paul Padal getting across to that front group. So we hit the base of a little climb here. Not very steep, about 1 kilometre long. Stay slight drag uphill. This will do a little bit of separation, I imagine, to the back of the pack. There's quite a lot of pace on the front. The riders snake out into a line, making sure they get what draft saving that they can. A couple of riders just dropping up the back there. Down Decker then. Putting out the power, lifting up his heart rate. Robert Jenko, Eagle Cops. It's a dangerous trio. This pack is just going to have to watch that, I think. You see it's still very much in a conga line, strung out behind, indicating the high pace. Does mean lots of people are able to get some draft saving. Especially now as we hit a downhill section. "10 kilometres into the race, 1/3 distance." Hey folk, thanks for tuning in, thanks for the encouragement. Hope the recovery from COVID is ongoing and you're improving. Follow the Diesel Hog on Facebook as he writes about his experience of long COVID. Not something you want to be catching. So these front 5 then, it's slightly pulling away now. Watch a little replay here of that elastic just snapping a little bit. Now keeping the pace on. And this pack is going to have to respond, because there's some strong riders in that group. They're pushing on. That gap's opening right up now. There's Lister and Plaga come across. That's 7 riders in the break now. That might be enough for this group. They might just stay away with 7 riders. There's a couple of riders in the middle in no man's land. Krajewski and Ustergaard trying to bridge the gap now. They're not making much inroads. They're struggling to get away from that pack. Krajewski's having a good go at it though. He's about halfway between now, putting out just over 5 watts per kilo. There he is, you can see the group ahead. Be hurting by the time he arrives. His front group is not hanging around. He's almost there, Krajewski. You can see them so close. Oh, it looks like Hayden's just been gapped on that descent. Krajewski opportunity to team up. They're nicely ahead of the chase group. If they work together, they could still get some good ranking points. That's the front of the group. Front of the race comes through the halfway point then. 15.5k done. Onto the bumpier part of the course. Slightly steeper gradients. Pace is slightly slowed. Hayden is coming back at them. Just going to join back in. And here's the second group on the road. Ned Bowen leading them through the halfway point, over 20 seconds back from this front group. Still a decent sized group, but they're not working together very well. 8 riders. We've got 7 up the road. Krajewski in the middle. So the numbers are in the favour of this front group. It's got the stronger riders and only a slightly lower numerical advantage. There's Hader down there. He's bridged back into this group and now he's pushing on the front. Keeping the pressure on. Krajewski, who's riding for family pride, not giving up, staying nicely ahead of that chase group. He wants to make sure he gets the top 10. So into these little rolling section. This folk in the Facebook chat says some steep little zingers. Here's the first one. That one's only 5%. Quite a short one. This one's a bit steeper, a bit longer. Cheers, Tyson. We'll see. Oh. Ooh. That's a zinger. It looks like Plager falling out the back of that pack. Down to 6 on the front then. Oh. I'm not feeling great in my stomach. Oh. It's hard work, you can hear me breathing heavily. 2 Slovenians off the front, Pops and Jenko. They've opened up a 70-metre gap. Jan Decker also off the back of this group now. The numbers are whittling down. Oh, it's a roller coaster, up and down. Oh. Now Nick Greenall, the latest casualty. He's a strong rider though, he might fight back. Oh. So Cop's out on his own. Jenko's fallen back. He's been caught by Lister and Hayderdam. Oh. The Lister's blown. Oh. There he is, on screen. He's working hard. There's no commentary. Oh, chain malfunction. Oh, back on. Oh. Oh. Cheers Stuart, cheers Mark, in the YouTube chat there giving me some words of encouragement. trying to stay with these two for as much of a lead as I can on the rest of them. Decker and Greenall, Krajewski, Plager, 4 Rasio racing lads. 5th down to 8th on the road. Not quite grouped up yet. Oh. Definitely going to need some time off before Giro Europa next week. Get some fresh legs. A week today. 3/4 of this race done then. 7.5 to go. Cops out front, 230 metres. Hayden, Jenko and Lister in behind. They're 200 metres back. Then it's Decker and Greenall, another 450 metres back. So teammate Krajewski, he's had a great ride. Put in a strong ride. So now Hayden goes again. Strong rider. Big engine, Hayden. See there that pulling away. No more. Jeez. There's a good downhill coming up. I need that. These constant little attacks, just rinsing my legs. Give me something steady and I'll be okay. Hayden's going again. Krajewski caught up with Decker and Greenall. These guys have left me. $5K for me to go, 4.6 for our leader, 2 chasing riders. We've got 300 metres to make up. There's Decker, Greenall and Krajewski. And these guys know how to time trial. Oh. So they might catch me, that's the worry. So a bit further back, Renew, Scott, Shepherd's and Plager. The Rasio boys are split. I tried Stuart, I just beat too many accelerations. Oh. Sorry guys, I'm not doing much commentary, I'm focusing on the race. My heart rate's up at 183. One mile for our leader then, Igor Kops, 1.5 kilometres. Headed down in Yanko, 400 metres down the road, battling it out for second. There they are, both strong riders. No one's willing to take a long ranger. As Igor Kops comes up to the 1 kilometre banner then, Plan Rouge. That was a few moments ago. Headed down in Yanko, coming through now. There's me going through the 1K. There's the finish line. It's a win for Igor Kops. 43 minutes, 21 seconds, a little bit quicker than when we raced this course a few weeks ago. And it looks like Jenko has gone early. Is he going to stay away? Looks like it. He's going to take second. Heiderdam did a lot of work towards the end there, finishes third. And here's Lister. He's held off the Rasio team. They look like they're playing against each other at the minute. And Lister rolls across the fourth. Deco, Greenhill, Krajewski, 250 to go. Rolling at the minute. Who's going to launch their sprint first? Looks like Decker, dropping 13 watts per kilo. Greenhill tries to respond. He's out of shot at the minute. There he is. Decker takes it for the Rasio. Recent. Coming ahead of Greenhill and Krajewski. And it looks like Shepherd's. Looks like Samu, Brask, Bowen, Ostergaard. They all managed to form up a bit of a group. Maybe Plager slipped back to them. But Shepherd's is holding them off. He's coming into the last 250 metres of the course now. Saw him yesterday, he was training on Pontoon. An hour and 15-minute climb up there. Not the classic side from Bedoin, but on the rear side, not Bedoin, Bedouin. So he might have some tired legs, but he comes across a couple minutes behind Igor Kops. Take a 8th place, and that's 4 places in a row on the leaderboard for Rasio Racing. As we look at this big group coming through. Looks like Plager went early. Ostergaard, maybe, no. Plager just comes back around. Oh no, Van Beurs. Well, we'll bring you those results in a second. I know, so we cut back to Van Beurs, he's behind that group. Cheers, Stuart. That's your support. Luckily, those Rasio boys, I think they were a bit spent, so they didn't quite get their time trial train fully hitched up. So it was Alex Plager then to take 9th, just ahead of Anders Ostergaard, Anton Renew in 11th, Christian Brandt in 12th, Ned Bowen in 13th, John Samu in 14th, and Finn Brask in 15th. There's Van Beurs just coming across the line. So you can see how, just coming up to the line, you can see how that split around about, what was it, 15 kilometres into the race, just a little bit before then. We had 5 strong riders up the front. 2 riders managed to bridge across whilst that gap was still under 100 metres. And at that point, some big names, John Samu, Ned Bowen, Antoine Renew. Maybe a bit harsh calling them out, but they just got caught on the wrong side of that split. And it meant that they were then fighting for minor places. And that second half of the course, we heard that there were some zingers, as described by Bob Levine in the Facebook chat. And it really did break apart a bit more than I thought it might. Igor Kops doing some damage riding off the front. And then Jenko and Heiderdam, Lister, Decker, Greenhill, slowly each of them slipping off the back, leading it just to Jenko and Heiderdam. Find it out the podium places. So we'll just wait for the top 20 to come in. If you have been watching, then we really appreciate that. Thanks for your comments and for liking the stream, subscribing, etc. Whether that's on YouTube or Facebook, that's all really helpful. And it helps us get some prizes as well. So because of our engagement from you guys, we're able to reach out to suppliers, and we've got some great prizes coming up on the Giro d'Europa starting a week today. Might have mentioned it. That's because it's going to be a big race. It's already filling up nicely. Lots of riders signing up. So yeah, we've got mugs to give away, electrolyte drinks, and there's still a couple more prizes that we'll be announcing during the week as well. So please check that out on RGTDB. And there's Jesper Kolvik coming across the line. And here's Mitchell, just into the last quarter of a mile then. Paul Budau in 18th and Hans Persson in 17th. So, thanks a lot everyone for watching. Thanks for your engagement. We will be live again on Wednesday, where we will be covering the Mountain Goats race. It's the first time we've covered that race on ZMS Livestream and the Cycling News. So we'll be bringing you that this Wednesday, and that's at 6 PM BST, a little bit earlier than normal. And there's our top 20 then, Mitchell coming across to round out the top 20. So well done to Igor Kops, who I think now will be top of the RGT DB rankings. Nick Greenall in second. You can check those out on the RGT DB site. I'm going to sign off then. We will catch you soon. Thanks a lot. Have a good evening, everyone. See you on the roads very soon. Goodbye.